What's going on, everybody? It's me, Soldier Hard with RC1MG Music Group. First, I want to say thank you for pressing play to watch this little mini documentary that we created. Thank you for all the many years of support, and I hope that when you watch this, it'll give a lot of warfighters out there and people out there some encouragement to unplug, to find a mission in life, find something that they're passionate about, and keep going. You know, never stop. You know what I mean? It's all right if you fail many times as long as you never quit. And I believe that RC1MG Music Group, we proved that theory to be true. It's been over 6 years already. Over 6 years already, we've been going strong. So on behalf of RC1MG, I want to thank every single one of you guys out there who are watching this and you press play. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Thank you.
RC1MG Music. When Jeff Barillero came home from fighting the war in Iraq, he felt the way many returning vets do. In a word, lost, because he didn't have a mission anymore. But now he's found one through music. Barillero raps. His stage name is Soldier Hard, and he raps about how the wars have changed troops and their families. As NPR's Daniel Zwerdling reports, now other vets and family members are turning to Barillero's music because they say it speaks to them.
By the name of Soldier Hard. I'm from Vallejo, California, the Bay Area to be exact. Been doing music for a while. I did 10 years in the United States Army, and you know, I'm blessed right now to do music full time, doing something that I really enjoy to do. When I was in the Army, I still did music, but it was at a part-time basis. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put it on pause from time to time. But now that I'm out, you know, I can do music full time. So now I'm ready to let everybody know who I am and what our stories and what we go through. To me, I feel like I'm a voice for all the warriors out there fighting. They need a voice. They need someone to speak out for them. Who else better to tell it than me?
Many of our nation's troops have known nothing but war for the past decade, and as combat operations in Afghanistan continue to wind down, more of them will face the daunting task of reintegrating back into civilian life. When Sergeant Jeff Barillero left the Army in 2010, he felt lost. The traumas of war haunted him daily, and he was diagnosed with severe PTSD. So to cope, he turned to music.
He can hardly sleep. His memory's shot. He'll talk with someone and then forget what they said. He does binge drinking. He pops Percocets. He yells at family members for no apparent reason. Barillero showed me his VA medical records. His songs come almost straight from the files.
Part of me is still fighting on the battlefield. The VA is so quick to feed us some pills. I really wish that I was me again.
The VA's records show they diagnosed Barillero with severe PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Under the stage name Soldier Hard, Barillero raps about his missions in Iraq, his thoughts on war, and how it all changed him. But it also helped him find a new mission, supporting our troops and veterans. Jeff Barillero joins me now from San Francisco. Jeff, nice to have you on the show this morning. You have a very interesting story.
In his State of the Union address, President Obama announced an acceleration of the troop withdrawal from Afghanistan, halving the size of American forces by this time next year. And that will be the end of combat for many soldiers. But with 20% of veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, it is not the end of their fight. Searching for relief, one veteran found his therapy in an unlikely place, hip-hop. Joining me now is Iraq War veteran and hip-hop artist Jeff Soldier Hard Barillero. Jeff, good to see you. Thanks for joining me.
He'd been married 10 years. He had kids. He and his wife broke up.
She says she's packing up and leaving, but still I don't respond, cause I don't feel a thing, like Novocaine numb. I used to be emotional, but now I'm emotionless. I used to be in love with her, but now I don't give a shh.
I was so numb. I had a lot of hate in me. I wouldn't talk to her. I didn't say a word, you know, and if she would say something, I would just tell her to leave me alone. She's like, I want to understand and try and be there for you. I said, I don't want you to be here for me.
Music is a powerful thing, and a military veteran is using it not only to tell a story, but to help our servicemen and women returning from war that may be suffering. Joining me today is hip-hop artist Soldier Hard.
As American soldiers return from the front lines of Iraq, many are finding themselves dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, and those who do seek help for PTSD are turning to some unique forms of therapy, including music.
I'm proud who I am, my country I serve. When I feel down and out, I just read Proverbs. I know what I've been through, I did what I had to. Can't forget about the past, though I tried to.
That's a music video featuring Jeff Baralero, who's not only a hip-hop artist, but also an Iraq War veteran.
Talk about why you kind of turned to music for therapy and to help cope.
Well, I always did music, and I loved it. It was my hobby, but when I joined the military, I realized that we got a story to tell, and no one was telling our story. You know, so I was like, I just kept creating, and all of a sudden we got all these supporters telling us that our music has helped them. You know, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this a little further, and I'm gonna help other people through music.
He had a handful of sessions last year, then stopped, but he still wakes up from the same nightmare almost every night.
It's the same dream all the time. My buddies are fighting, we're getting enemy contact, but I'm hiding, I'm scared, I don't want to show my body. You know, I threw my weapon down, I don't want to fight, and I'm crying.
But really your therapy has been this music. Talk about that and how it's worked for you.
I just was creating music all the time, and then as I did it, I noticed that a lot of veterans were coming up to me and telling me how much my music has helped them. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn this something negative into a positive and create music about my experience and what we go through as warfighters.
There's a thin young man standing at the edge of the crowd. His name is Keith Briggs. He's wearing a baseball cap, and he looks almost like he's trying to disappear. He says Soldier Hard's music saved his life after he came back from his second tour in Iraq.
One night, I was at home. I had a loaded gun next to me. I was ready to end it all, and for some reason I was on YouTube, and I found Soldier Hard's music on YouTube, and it kind of just put me at ease.
In what way?
I wasn't by myself. No, and this is a normal reaction to what I've been through. And he is having hardships too, but he expressed it through his music, and I could relate to that.
You actually wrote and recorded your first album on a deployment in Iraq, right?
Yes, definitely. I recorded the deployment album, Life from Iraq. I recorded in Camp Taji, Iraq, in my little area, and you know, I had a little microphone, had a little the basic minimum equipment that I needed in order to record music. So that's what I did, and it was my escape. You know, it was my escape from the harsh realities that we face out there as warfighters. A lot of people went to the gym and lift weights and went to the movies. Mine was music. If anyone wanted to find me, they knew I was recording. It's my escape. To create music, you know, I'd go to the studio and just forget everything, you know, and just get lost in music.
You think that by singing about your experiences, that really is a form of therapy?
I believe so. I believe it in my heart. Because even someone that doesn't do music, I mean, just think about it. If you listen to music, you feel good. I could sit back in the studio and I could write a song and just play the beat, and I could just totally forget where I'm at. You know, I'll totally forget all the problems around me, anything that I've been through. I'll totally forget it, and I'll just get lost in music and put all my feelings into a song, and it just feels beautiful once it's done. And it's like I'm telling my story to, you know, getting stuff off my chest.
We had a chance to listen to some of your music, and some of your songs are extremely emotional, and they're really personal. I want to play just a quick clip from Road to Recovery, which you wrote about your battle with PTSD. So let's listen to that for just a moment.
They trained me to kill, yeah, they called me the kill machine. Now I'm out, look what this war did to me. I keep fighting cause I need a change. I know deep down inside, yeah, ain't the same. I wanna be like I used to. I wanna smile, I wanna laugh, yeah, you're like I'm supposed to. But I'm someone can't get close to. I walk alone by myself, don't speak, I don't know you. I just really wanna get away and keep popping Percocet pills just to take the pain away. Yeah, nobody understands me or even really care enough about me.
I mean, you can really feel the pain that you're feeling in that song. You sing about using the prescription drugs to cope with your feelings and even having thoughts of suicide. How much did music really help you? You said it was a great outlet for you.
Oh, it saved my life. It absolutely saved my life. Because when I created music, I totally forgot about how I was feeling, you know, and it really motivated me. It was my therapy. And I know there's a lot of war fighters and a lot of veterans out there that's going through the same thing. And so I wanted to turn something negative into a positive, and hopefully it can help other troops out there and other veterans out there who was feeling the same way as I was.
Jeff Baralero, also known as Soldier Hard, is an Iraqi war veteran who's been using his love of music to rap about post-traumatic stress and suicide.
I was just creating it for my healing, you know, and then it just took off from there, and it ended up helping other people.
You always do come back different.
Sergeant Louis Colasanti is a war veteran stationed at Fort Leonard Wood.
You don't necessarily come back broken, but you are different. You know, it's a whole new world that you see over there that a lot of people don't get a chance to see.
It took Colasanti a year to seek help.
I didn't necessarily want to believe that I needed help with those type of things. You feel like, you know, you weren't strong enough to be able to handle the problem yourself.
He says Soldier Hard's lyrics really hit home for him.
They crying out for help, but some don't respond. Ignoring all the signs till they dead and they gone.
I thought his approach was pretty ingenious. He's acknowledging that he has this bad relationship within himself.
Cause yup, this is wrong. Survive their battle, but die when we're home.
Talk about some of the challenges maybe that our military members face when they get back home.
Not having a mission, you know, because when we're in the military, we know what we're gonna do. We know where we have to be, but when we get out of the military, we don't have no mission no more. You know what I mean? So a lot of us feel lost. You know what I mean? And I think it's really important as veterans get out of the service to find that mission.
But what I love is the way you've reached out to your fellow colleagues there. The hat that you're wearing, it says Redcon 1 on the top of it. That is an actual music company you have created, and you're inviting other Iraq war veterans, people that are having issues, veterans of all kinds, right, to come and help make music.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's a label that I created. We specialize in music therapy. And it's not only for military also, it's for civilian artists too who wants to, show support for our military. We'll bring them on and let's make music as our therapy and, tell the world about our stories, and maybe, just maybe one person, it can impact their life in a positive way.
In tonight's Military Matters, a Fort Hood soldier is using music to help himself and fellow troops deal with the stress of deployment.
KCEN HD News reporter Tiffany Lundberg shows us how Specialist Stephen Hobbs is rapping his way into the hearts of soldiers both near and far.
He's not your typical hip-hop artist, because when Stephen Hobbs isn't dropping beats, he's serving our country as a specialist in the Army.
What sparked it off was the Soldier Boy diss song I made on YouTube, and I made that song in Afghanistan.
While overseas, Hobbs reacted to the song Let's Be Real by rapper Soldier Boy. The mainstream artist used foul language, disrespecting the government and U.S. troops.
Just kind of compared his life compared to a soldier's life, and tried to basically show how it didn't even compare at all. It wasn't a comparison for him to even say something like that, because he's never been overseas.
I was very offended, a lot of people don't realize what we go through over there.
Just days after recording and posting the song to YouTube from Afghanistan, it had over 150,000 hits. Today, it has over 1 million.
What did you think was gonna come from this?
Hobbs is just one in a group of military rappers under the label Redcon 1 Music Group. They rap about things like their experiences in battle and PTSD, helping themselves and other soldiers through the power of music.
It definitely has helped me, though. It's great music to listen to.
They would just message me just to tell me how much it's helped them, and just to say thank you.
And this laptop that's been through 2 deployments with Steven is what he's using to work on his latest album, All Family, No Friends, that will be released this April. In Copper's Cove, Tiffany Lundberg, KCEN HD News.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll learn more about how Hobbs is helping soldiers through his lyrics and his plans for the future. For more information on the Redcon 1 Music Group, you can go to our website, kcentv.com.
Yeah. It's your boy Stephen Hobbs, man. And this is Redcon 1 Music.
Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's not too late. You can't back down. You can't back down. Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's never too late. You can't back down. You can't back down.
I promise I will never back down. That's a promise to my fans, man, I can't stop now. I'm way too close to think of giving up. Sipping out of this cup, praying to God for luck. Then I stop and realize that I don't need luck, I just need God's blessing. So I keep looking up, looking into the clouds for my angel to come down. The whole time not thinking, if I just look around, I'm surrounded by the blessings that God sent to me. I know it's meant to be, hard physically and mentally, and I've accepted simply everything given to me with no appreciation. My gifts being wasted, and I'm so tired and fed up of never being enough. So I just pour some more sin in my cup. Look up and I can see the light trickling down. This is my one chance, dog, I can't blow it now.
Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's not too late. You can't back down. You can't back down. Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's never too late. You can't back down. You can't back down.
Nah, they wanna put me in slow-mo, I can't back down, hell nah, that's a no-go. I treat them like bad kids, spank them, that's a no-no. I stop for every fan that wants to take a photo. I'm always on time and I'll never be a no-show. A pebble in the pond, oh yeah, watch me grow, yeah. I'm too blessed to stop, like the gasoline price, I go straight to the top. The voice for our troops, I'm the voice for the veterans. I can't stop now, cause I'm kinda like they medicine. I remember when they said I wouldn't success, no stress, yes, rise high, now I'm so blessed. Like King Kong, I stood tall, beating on my chest, spitting every single song like it's the last left. Yeah, I'ma wear this crown, the king of military raps, can't back down.
Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's not too late. You can't back down. You can't back down. Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's never too late. You can't back down. You can't back down.
Listen up, dog, it's never too late to make a change in your life. My advice is don't wait, because you never know what tomorrow's gonna bring. A whole lot of happiness or a whole lot of pain. I done had my ups and downs when it comes to life, but it turned me around. You gotta learn from your mistakes and never make them again, and start living your life right now. Cause I ain't trying to look back and regret no more. I got this weight on my back, but I can't carry it though. I need some help with it, dog, can you lend me a hand? I'm just trying to live my life the best way that I can, but it seems like everybody wants to stop my progression. Maybe I'll take this Smith & Wesson and teach them a lesson. You can think that I'm bullshit until I leave your family crying and you're missing.
Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's not too late. You can't back down. You can't back down. Keep on going, you just gotta fight it. Keep on going, cause it's never too late. You can't back down. You can't back down.
I got music fans that don't even like hip-hop music. You know, they're like, I don't like rap at all, but I really love the message that you're sending.
They say you can understand a generation by listening to their music. I work with veterans, and I try to remain active in the veteran community. Around 2011, I saw a lot of the younger veterans posting about Soldier Hard and Redcon 1. I really had no clue what that was all about. Then someone posted the video, Road to Recovery. I listened mostly to heavy metal and hard rock, so I wasn't sure if I could relate to the music. But I watched the video, then I watched it again, and then I watched it again. And I really listened to the words, and I was totally blown away. These songs by Soldier Hard really put into perspective what the men and women who served in our military and those who are now veterans are dealing with, especially upon returning home. For me, it's an inspiration to do my job better to help serve veterans. And I urge you, if you have a veteran in your family, if you work with veterans, or if you just know veterans, watch these videos by Soldier Hard and Redcon 1. You won't regret it.
I got out October 1st, 2013. I did 8 years, 3 tours, 2 to Iraq, 1 to Kuwait. And I didn't realize that my PTSD was that bad until 2011 when I was deployed. I started noticing some of the symptoms and I got help. I thought the help was right, and it kind of led me into a false direction. I was stressed and I didn't know what else to do. And that's how I met Soldier Hard through Redcon 1, and music therapy really helped and changed a lot.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, that's one single message we can get out today. I mean, you're involved in music. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, I've been doing music since I was 14, on and off while I was in the Army, but it really got serious when I was stationed in Germany. When I came back and deployed again, that's how I met Soldier Hard. And the music therapy that he was doing for the veterans who are serving or who have served really helped out, and it reached out to me and let me know that there's other ways other than medication to sit there and suppress a feeling or just help calm me down. And that's what his music did for me, and that's what I hope to do for others.
Give us an example of how not just your music that you do and perform and write yourself, but how others in Redcon One label have changed lives. Have you got some examples you can lay on us?
Well, for instance, myself, Road to Recovery really changed my life. When I heard that song, I was just going through the same emotions mentally. And
that you heard in the music?
Yeah, and it just felt like at the point when I was on the medication, I was lost, but when I heard his music, I was found. And that's how we start connecting and we start talking. So in a way, I tell Soldier Hard this all the time, his music, I'm a big fan of his music, so his music also saved me as well.
My country tis of thee, my country tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty. Street banger. My country tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. My country tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. I try to be a better man, but it's hard to show it. Labeled the veteran, some may say I'm a rope. With these medals on my chest, I wear with pride, but I'm awarded an if in vain, get stuck inside. See, I know what it's like, trying to survive, getting trained for these moments, but not trained to die. To my family, I'm writing this to testify. The stress increases, my anger just magnifies. Can't understand why you wouldn't wanna listen. Oh, I get it, cause you wasn't there for any mission. I'm speaking out, but you rather hear a politician. I'm reaching out, but you acting like I'm not in distance. I feel non-existent, so I turn to these drugs. I'm getting high like you, I don't feel the love. It's not just me that's a victim to this mental war. To my country, tis a thing, yeah, choose to ignore. Pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis a thing. What can you show me? Sweet land of liberty. So much pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis a thing. What can you show me? Sweet land of liberty. I can recall some of the times that I've been back, kicking it, chilling with friends from way back, buying plenty rounds of drinks. Welcome me back, but the funny thing is, I don't even feel back. I got this paranoid sense, watching the door. Anxiety doubles up, I feel far from the floor. Feeling shaky, sweating, but as cold as ever. Afghanistan in June, but it feels like December. Notice problems, crossing out probables. While I was gone, y'all was out having your barbecue, sipping on your Mountain Dew while I had a mountain view. How would you feel if none of your friends noticed you? I'm feeling boxed in, cornered, and can't breathe. Could this be a nightmare formed from a dream? It's not just me that's a victim to this mental war. To my country, tis a thee, y'all choose to ignore. Pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis a thee. What can you show me? Sweet land of liberty. So much pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis a thee. What can you show me? Sweet land of liberty. I must apologize to the ones that passed away. We try to help, but society look the other way. I guess it's fair to say they're acting like they're careless. We the voice behind the pain. Can you hear us? Or are you lost in your life? With good pay, sacrifice of freedom just for you to take away. First is our minds, next is our benefits. Gone for many months, but to y'all it's small increments. I can't complain, I love the tours that I did. With all the hurt that took place, I
still forgive. Dear Mr. President, do you have some time to listen to a community hurting? Please see our vision. Getting treated like animals, scared to be around. Feeding this medicine daily, just to calm us down. It's not just me that's the victim to this mental war. To my country, to the thee that choose to ignore. So much pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis of thee. What can you show me? Let I live it. So much pain in my heart from living this life. So much on my mind, you can see it in my eyes. What can you tell me? My country, tis of thee. What can you show me? Let I live it.
I've never served in the military. I've never had a strong military influence in my life. So discovering Redcon 1 Music Group helped me to become a more compassionate person, to understand some of the issues that our guys face, whether it's PTSD or deployment, the effect it has on their family. And with my son joining the Marine Corps recently, it's going to help me in the long run to understand his journey and his path as he goes along, because I listen to the lyrics and I take it seriously because I know these guys poured their heart and soul into this music. And it's all true, and it's going to help us along the way. So Redcon 1 Music Group will always be a part of our lives.
Did you start out meaning to help other people with your music, like motivate people, or was it to help you, or what was your motivation in the beginning?
My motivation was therapy. Music's always been therapy, but it wasn't really, it didn't serve as therapy more until I got out. You know, the microphone was my doctor. I told all my problems to, and then I switched it and changed to military topics, and I would post it, and people would want to keep hearing more, so I just kept on going. So, but mainly it started just as therapy. That's it. Musically, with myself, who influenced me was Bob Marley and Too Short. I grew up as a big Too Short fan from the Bay Area, just like myself. And Bob Marley, a lot of people don't know, but Bob Marley wasn't a greatest musician. What made him great was his passion. And I really like that.
I feel that.
I'm not like the dopest MC, but I got passion. You know what I mean? Just like Bob Marley. So he inspired me musically.
Our soldiers are our heroes, and we do everything that we can to help them.
Angela Garrett is a psychologist technician at Fort Leonard Wood. She says Soldier Hard's lyrics actually make her job easier.
It helps with the stigma part because it's one of their battle buddies who has addressed the issue, and he's bringing attention to it, and he's helping us get information out.
Army chaplains like Major Kenneth Sharp are trained to identify signs and red flags in soldiers.
Suicidal ideations is probably one of the most common presenting issues that we would see.
He says Barrelero can relate to soldiers.
He has personally experienced it. He's been there. He's struggled with post-traumatic stress.
It turns out Soldier Hard's lyrics are having a huge impact on the military when they were actually created for outsiders.
I just wanted to spread that awareness and educate everyone of who we are and what we go through. You know what I'm saying? It's a normal reaction what we're going through.
My name is Stan Gonzalez. Did 11 years in the U.S. Army as a 19 kilo. Did 2 deployments. I found out about Soldier Hard when I seen his video, Road to Recovery.
All our issues that we face in the warfighter community, we know our issues. So I'm just shedding some light on there's help. You know what I mean? There's the Spartan Pledge, being a battle buddy, you know, checking on your battle buddy, whatnot. We have all these issues, but we also have ways out. You know, hit the gym, finding your mission in life. You know, anything you want to do is out there. It's just up to us to whether we utilize it.
Soldier Hard's music, it spoke to me. It touched on a lot of the emotions and stuff that I couldn't really express, and I found it was a really good tool for me to play for my family who wanted to know what I was going through, but I couldn't really put it to words, especially talking to them, and it helped me kind of express myself without actually having to say anything.
The difference between Light Up the Darkness and my past ones, like for an example, the therapy session trilogy, I was letting that awareness out there, you know, telling everybody that this is an issue, this is an issue. Difference with Light Up the Darkness is we all know that's an issue now. So what I'm talking about, this is pure pro-war fighting. We ain't gotta be in our dark place all the time. We don't have to be there. We're there because we choose to be there, but we really deep down inside of us, we don't want to be there.
Yeah, so Warfighter music is just what we call this genre, because obviously what we're doing here, it's not new in the sense that it's a completely new, different type of music. It's hip hop, it's rap, but the subjects that we speak on and target audience that we kind of go after, you know, is warfighters. So with that, you really can't categorize it as general hip hop. It's kind of on its own lane. It really is. So with that, you know, it had to kind of have its own name, and over time, you know, the best. It's not something that we just gave it. It came up to be Warfighter music. I can't tell you where it started, where it came from, but that's what everybody embraced it as. So once we realized that, we made a song called Warfighter Music, you know, just to bless the whole thing, and we're running with it. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to listen to, you know, some like reggae type stuff, you know, that got me into music, and over time, you know, obviously I had a love for hip hop, but I can't say who would influence me directly. I just know that I was really more into the lyrics than the style initially. But as I progressed, I realized that you can sit there and spit bars at somebody, just intricate lines and words and everything, and the better you get at it, the more you feel good about yourself, but the less people are really interested. So once I realized that, hey, I also have to work on the harmonies and something that everybody else can relate to, that's when my music really started, just blowing up a little bit. And like he said, you know, once I started, when I was at my deepest place and made some songs about, you know, how I felt, and other people could relate to that, that's when I really realized what was important to me in music, the therapy, you know, and I started putting it out there. And at that point, you know, I can't say that somebody influenced me. I can say that it just kind of took off on itself, and I do what feels right. And that's what our music is. It's inspirational music to reach out to you guys to, you know, let you know that we're here for you and we're all in this together at the end of the day. I mean, if we can inspire just one person, you know, it makes an entire album worth it. So we're just gonna keep doing this as long as we have your support and as long as we keep inspiring you. So thank you to all the supporters, and thank you guys for having us here.
It's getting harder and harder. Yeah. It's getting harder and harder. To find a way. J Deuce. Check. I used to get excited, uniform got me ignited. It's like when I decided, recruiter had just invited me over. He told me that I was perfect, said everyone had a purpose, but only few and proud could fight insurgents. And I proceed to tell him the streets will make me a felon. I need to get out of town right now, sooner the better. So I signed the dotted line, party with some friends of mine. Had my little going no way, cause I was out of time. Time to make my mama proud, flying San Diego bound. Touchdown, met my drill instructor with his round brown. Up, down, push, as the weakness leaves the body. Love the pain, love the training, hand to hand was like karate. Love my M16, matter of fact that was my first love. Miss expert by 2 points, man, that was the worst stuff. Boot camp, cause truth is 13 weeks will fly by. Graduation standing tall, pride was sky high. But since then, it's getting harder and harder. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder. Every day, it's getting harder and harder. The price I pay for being a heart. It's getting harder and harder. Every rank, it's getting harder and harder. Yeah, to find a way. Yeah, yo, and I'm not really complaining. I'm saying I'm staying loyal, semperfi, do or die, and I would die for this here soil. Always staying faithful, though it's painful, cause they spoiled. We got mothers of America embarrassing and destroying everything that we worked for. War after war, now it seems like the new motto's hardcore, no more. I remember E4, I was laying on the floor. Initiation didn't stop until I made it out the door. But the same ones pinning me was the first in defending me. They would be the first to protect me from the enemy. Training didn't bother me, my sergeant, he was proud of me. From that day on I learned the true meaning of camaraderie. But now it's all politics, hippies and ecologists. Safety stand down, PowerPoints, and I hate all of it. We kick ass and take names till the media gets in. I love wearing the uniform, but lately it's just been harder and harder. It's getting harder and harder. Veterans too. It's getting harder and harder. Every day, it's getting harder and harder. The price I pay for being a heart. It's getting harder and harder. Every rank, it's getting harder and harder. Yeah, to find a way to touch the sky. It's getting harder and harder. Harder and harder. Harder and harder.
About Soldier Hard and music that he does and what it does for us as veterans. Light Up the Darkness is the one CD that made me realize that I can push through anything and make anything happen. It's possible. So, what I did up here in Central Wisconsin is start a PTSD group. That way it doesn't have to do anything to do with the VA, nothing like that. If it wasn't for that CD, that would have never happened. These lives up here would have never been saved. So it's a huge shout out for him. And you can see the poster behind me, right there. Yeah, that's because Soldier Hard and Hobbs came up here and did it, and we did the Spartan Pledge, and we saved about 25 veterans that day. So I just want a huge shout out to you. Thank you for everything that you do.
Soldier Hard and the Redcon 1 Music Group inspired me to become a better person, to help veterans out whenever I could, to lend a helping hand to anyone who may be in need. A few of their songs helped me get through college and some of the darker times in my life. Their entire group makes everyone just want to become a better person, and I've had the privilege and honor of meeting a few of these artists, and each time they've been nothing but grateful and down to earth and everything else along those lines. So their music has changed not only me, but everyone else that they've come in contact with.
It took me like 4 or 5 months to finish the therapy session album. But the group therapy album, I did it in like 2 months. 2 months I knocked it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm with, my girl right now, she's pregnant. She's been pregnant for this whole process of the group therapy. So, my escape was the studio. Of course, we argued a lot, you know what I'm saying, being pregnant and hormonal, you know what I'm saying? So I just shut down, and then when I shut down, I go to the studio. So my civilian life now is pretty much music, I give it 110%. Also got kids, so I'm a father, I'm more of a father now than I ever was, you know what I'm saying? And music, mainly is being a daddy in music, man. Every day is music, It's either I'm recording or I'm, traveling to other states and doing shows for military events.
Veterans gathered tonight in Oregon City at the Annex to show support for each other and welcome a special guest to town. A Iraq War veteran known as Soldier Hard performed at a fundraising event for No Soldier Left Behind, a nonprofit providing assistance to veterans in our area who need help with benefits, resources, even moral support. Soldier Hard raps about the emotional stress of living with PTSD. No Soldier Left Behind helps veterans open up and talk about their emotions.
So when you keep it inside and you isolate, it becomes very dangerous. And we want everybody to come, get involved in organizational stuff like this, have some fun, and then chat with their comrades.
No Soldier Left Behind is helping put a dent in that number. For more information on how to get involved, look on our website, coinlocal6.com.
Yeah. The song that I'm gonna perform today is first one is we call Red Flags.
You can see a net shining bright. All you gotta do is stop hitting overnights. It's loud, and you can even hear them. All you gotta do is stop, pay attention to the red flags. You can see a net shining bright.
And I wrote this song because there's a problem. There's a problem that we're faced with, but no one wants to, take on the challenge and try and address it. So this is my way of doing my part.
It's loud, and you can even hear them. All you gotta do is stop, pay attention.
Went in the studio and I was like, let's make a song, Red Flags, because a lot of people are failing to see all the signs that all these veterans display before they commit suicide. And as of now, I got an awesome response. We did a music video to it. A lot of people are hitting me up telling me that my music has changed their lives. They were going to commit suicide, but they didn't, and then a lot of family members also, they're educating them on what to see, because I go through steps in the song, how to see red flags and how to spot it. So, yeah.
All you gotta do is stop hitting overnights. It's loud, and you can even hear them. All you gotta do is stop and pay attention to the red flags.
Veterans, we just need a mission in life. You know what I'm saying? We need a mission, and if we're not, we're just gonna be lost.
It's time to buddy up. Wake up.
Red flags.
Right on. Thank you, everybody.
I will not
I will not take my own life by my own hand
until I talk to my battle buddy first.
My mission
My mission
is to find a mission.
to help my warfighter family.
I'm Boone Cutler, and I'm the author of the Spartan Pledge. So the Spartan Pledge is a battle drill. It's a plan. It's what to do when you don't know what to do. And it's a promise to say, no matter how bad things get, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna contact you. It's also a promise to do something on behalf of the warfighter community and maintain a mission. Because a warfighter without a mission is a dead warfighter, but a warfighter with a mission is a deadly warfighter. When I told Carl Monger, he's a good friend of mine, he runs an organization called Gallant Few, he's a mentor to me, he's an advisor to me. When I told him what me and my buddies were doing, he was like, Boone, I think you got something. I think you really got something here. This is something we should promote. From his networks, guys started taking it one-on-one, guys in groups, and then from there, now Soldier Hard picked it up, he's doing it at concerts.
Once Boone told me about the Spartan Pledge, I wanted to promote it in the best way that I know how, what I do. How can I incorporate the Spartan Pledge into music? How can I do that? Every warfighter knows about taking the oath. We take oaths very seriously. Well, why not invite warfighters in the audience to come up on stage and take the Spartan Pledge? Every show that I did, no matter where I went, it's always been part of my show.
Repeat after me, just scream it loud. I will not take my own life. I will not take my own life. By my own hands. By my own hands. Without speaking to my battle buddy first. Without speaking to my battle buddy first. My mission is to find other missions. To help our warfighter family. Give a round of applause, it's beautiful.
There's only two things we need, a battle buddy, a mission to keep us all breathing. We're both of them we lead, without them we bleed. We riding in the morning, the afternoon, and evening.
What Soldier Hard and Redcon 1 Music Group has done for me is unprecedented. When I was first introduced to their music, I would say the biggest thing for me is it reminded me who I was and where I came from, what I'm capable of. And as growing with the music, and Soldier Hard more specifically, I'm reminded daily of what I'm capable of and what I got moving forward in the future. I think the music's helped me be a better person all around. Inspired me to be a leader. It makes me a better father, a better mentor, and a better person all the way around. I'm in debt to Redcon 1 Music, Soldier Hard, and the whole crew.
I haven't served in the military. However, I do have family and friends currently serving. So listening to Redcon 1 Music Group has helped me understand them a little better. The situations that they go through, such as PTSD, deployment. Personally, I listen to Redcon 1 Music Group all day. I can listen to them at home, at the gym, in the car. Their music is uplifting, inspiring, motivating. If I'm having a bad day, I listen to Redcon 1. They have that spark in their songs and their lyrics that it just makes you want to be a better person and keep pushing they're amazing. I'm proud to support them, and I'll be here until the wheels fall off.
It's like carrying a rock filled with the mountain in it all day. You just trying to get up and not feel the strain, but you still feel it throughout your whole body, and by night you're so tired, restless, and all you can think about is tomorrow. You gotta do it again. That's why I gotta remind myself that every day I live is not just for me, but for you too.
Every day passed by, I seen your face, hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that went by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, be spreading your name. Every day passed by, I seen your face, hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that went by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, be spreading your name. Every day I see yo, I'm hoping and wishing you didn't leave. Feeling guilty that I'm here while you're resting in peace. I used to think all the time that it should have been me. I was blinded by your loss, I was fighting to say I couldn't see it back then, that it wasn't in my hands. As time passed by, I learned part of God's plans. All I can do now is live for you and live life happy like you want me to. Back then I used to miss you so much, you'd appear in my dreams. I wake up, cold sweat and I scream. I used to hear your voice, got a clear, swear you still here. I would run to your fast, but you were there, I swear. And I'm aware I rep for you. I give my son your nickname after you. Every single thing I do is in honor of you. Rest well, Warfighter, I'll see you
Every
soon.
day pass by, I seen your face. Hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name. Every day pass by, I seen your face. Hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name.
I used to wake up dressed in my sweat. I swear I could feel your presence around if I just close my eyes. Yeah, it made me wanna go to bed. I know I gotta live, so I'ma ride. But yeah, you wouldn't want me, have my head down. If you were here, you'd probably look at me and shame. Such a beautiful pain, gotta see it through a dream. You tell me everything's okay, still written by the group. I can't just look the other way, ayy. Cause I'm here and you isn't. Wish it wasn't true, wish it wasn't you, I wish it was me. Because of you I get to live, so I give my every breath with no regrets in your memory. I know you're watching over, cause you always have my sixes, no stopping soldiers. We raise our right hand till the fight is over. Fight wars like a G.I. Joe fight.
Every day pass by, I seen your face. Hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name. Every day pass by, I seen your face. Hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name.
When I heard you pass, I couldn't believe it. In my mind went haywire. I was trying to find an answer like, hey, I didn't know what to say. I was trying to understand how you gone. Now I can't remove your cell number out of my phone. So I just keep going and living and celebrate you like winning. Spread your name till I'm reaching my ending. You was there in the beginning, now the whole fam's missing. Rest in peace, Chris Simple, yeah, we'll miss him.
As the years flash, another big class left on the ball for you while his tears pass. There's not a second I'm not thankful and sentimental of memories. Anybody can tell you I talk about you like every day. I remember till the shots of Patron with you. Who'd have known you wouldn't make it back home? I wish you knew exactly how I felt when you died. All the tears I cried was nothing to the feelings inside, 'cause I miss you.
I seen your face, hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name. Every day passed by, I seen your face, hoping and wishing I could've took your place. Now the day that we're by, I didn't feel this pain. Till the day expired, we spreading your name.
I'll be spreading your name. I'll be spreading your name. In your memory, I always do the same. I wish it could have been me. Instead he chose to take you too soon. Who am I to question his way when I know he makes no mistake?
If there's one thing that I want people to take from this here documentary, to have a mission, to unplug, get out the house, find something in life that keeps you motivated and brings passion to whatever it is you're doing. Be motivated about something, do something, find a mission in life. You know what I mean? You know, battle buddy and a mission, like I was saying. Everyone heard me say it many times. There's two things that we need in life after military service is the battle buddy and the mission. With both of them, we're deadly. Without the two, we're pretty much dead.
Con 1 Music.
You were my babe when we were home.
wanna leave? Did you even mean what you said when I was overseas? I thought I was fighting for us, but now I'm fighting for me, yeah. I was the one to give my heart to you, and you cheated. You promised you'd hold it down when I'm going away far out of town. Said you loved me, thinking of me, you really changed, and I don't know how. The boy far away, you on Skype with me, talk on the phone. I felt your love for me, time went by. You weren't there for me 400 times. I'm close to canceling you and that, but now it's all bad. Saying I love you, just think of the past. I call all the time, you wouldn't answer my call, emailing, but you wouldn't answer at all. Gave you my all, but you just let go. You used to love me, but you used to know. You gave your heart to another guy, told me lie after lie. Bank account says nothing, now I'm left here to wonder why she do it, I don't know. Love don't live here no more. You were my babe when we were on. We were whole, now I'm so alone, and I don't know what it did to make you wanna leave. Did you even mean what you said when I was overseas? I thought I was fighting for us, but now I'm fighting for me, yeah. I was the one to give my heart to you, and you cheated. Yeah, came home, nowhere to go, no big homecoming at the airport. Nobody there gets, nobody cares, nobody written in the will, I swear, yeah. Gotta keep myself up, even though yes, I'm just missing the much. Broken promises down in the press, stuck in a bad dream, yes, I guess she cheated and cheated. Lied and betrayed me, the poison war, she became so shady. Can't believe the one I call wifey would be the one just to play me. Now I'm sitting alone, keeping it going and moving along. She made a bed, now I'm laying it on. That's when she called my phone. You were my babe when we were home. We were home, now I'm so alone, and I don't know what it did to make you wanna leave. Did you even mean what you said when I was overseas? I thought I was fighting for us, but now I'm fighting for me, yeah. I was the one to give my heart to you, and you cheated. Rise above the flames, dust myself from all the ashes. I failed once before, but now I know it had to happen. I'm smiling now, it's okay. Back then it was a laughing matter, but now it's laughter when a happy life ever after. Now I'm thanking you for making me stronger and stronger. Back then life was a blur, life was darker and darker. It was hard and it got harder. We slunk through all the drama. We was each other's armor. Now you gotta live with karma. You were my babe when we were home. We were home, now I'm so alone, and I don't know what it did to make you wanna leave. Did you even mean what you said when I was overseas? I thought I was fighting for us, but now I'm fighting for me, yeah. I was the one to give my heart to you, and you cheated. Thanks, guys.